Hey there, your friendly neighborhood, Evan here. I finished writing a novel in November of 2024. I have been trying to sell that novel since then. To increase the profile of this novel, I was thinking I could read excerpts from my book rather than just straight up read from the book. I will read a little bit and then I will improvise something new off of that. Gabriel Garcia Marquez, when he was writing 100 Years of Solitude, when he was done writing for the day, he would talk with his neighbor about the book, and his neighbor would ask him questions. And Gabo would say stuff about the novel. And when the book finally came out, Gabo's neighbor was like, this is a completely different book. What are you talking about? Uh, and that has always stuck with me. So, in the spirit of that, I would like to offer something similar to you all, okay? Uh, Philadelphia Forever by this guy. Author's note. The word watergaw is a Scots word coined by the poet Hugh MacDermott to signify a broken rainbow. If we begin at the corner of Broad and Snyder, the watergaw of dawn breaking through greys and glass, then we can talk about the aging man who snatched a pigeon out of the air and walked away as if it was nothing, as if he had finally found what he was looking for while walking down the aisle of a grocery store like Wegmans, or down through the streets of the Italian market up on Ninth. And that was that. But Jerry's sense of the man only lasted as long as he was able to see him from the window of the bus that was rattling uptown over potholes. The particular morning doom of a morning shift. Jerry understood that everyone else around him was awake. He hoped they were all awake, particularly the bus driver. But there was a part of how he was perceiving the world that also refused to believe. He refused to believe that someone was talking that loudly on their cell phone at this hour of the morning. He refused to believe that the driver was actively making choices. He didn't ultimately know or have an immediate sense of what this particular refusal was pointing him towards. He just knew he wanted to turn the world 180 degrees and send it in the opposite direction and greet whatever was left behind, whether it was a photo negative cherry blossom tree just breaking into its particular springtime smile, or a sleep paralysis demon working a stand up bass, or the sounds of the beaches in Delaware hissing over sand and blending into the sound of nearby cars on nearby roads. I can tell my shift manager that when I get in, Jerry thought, right? I can share fragments of this with my customers as they extend their palms out open to me in secular priestly supplication, and I respond by handing over their morning particulars of coffee, orders that sometimes sound more like crossword puzzles than not.